Collectibles, and today we're looking at another buyer pass. Hot Toys has released another Star Wars figure from Solo. No, I haven't seen the movie yet. And I haven't seen it yet because, well, I haven't gotten time. I don't really have time at all. It's not that I hate it. There's the part where I hate it because Disney has it. And yes, hate me all you want because, oh, he hasn't even seen the movie and his nipples are hard. I don't care. I watch what I want, when I want, and how I want. What do I feel about the actor who portrays Rose Tico? Hot Asian. What do I think about the Rose Tico character? You suck. That's just us. That's just how Star Wars fans are. Get used to it. Buyer pass on the Patrol Trooper 6-scale figure from Hot Toys. Now, this is from the new Solo movie that just came out and bombed in the box office. Why did it bomb? My opinion on why they didn't do so good on the box office the first week is because of their marketing. It sucked, and it's at a time where Star Wars is at the tight end of a rope. It's at the place where not a lot of people are happy about what's going on and what's happening with Kathleen Kennedy, Ryan Johnson, those little dynamic duo that likes to dye things in blood red and then clean their hands off. That don't make any sense, does it? So, let's just look back at the figure. Now, I know I did a buy on the last figure, which was the Mud Trooper, which a lot of people were like, you haven't even seen the movie. Why are you hating? Or why are you loving? I don't give a shit. It's Star Wars, and it's cool armor, and that's what I'm about. I love what's cool. I love what looks great, what looks awesome to me. Now, if Alden is good in the new Han Solo movie, some opinions may go higher, may go lower, depending on what figure it was. So, those are subject to change, depending on how much I love or hate the movie. Now, as far as troopers go, to me, I can't really love or hate them because some of these troopers get just a few minutes of screen time and they just go away forever. It's not like the stormtroopers where they're every single, where possible you go, there's stormtroopers everywhere in Star Wars. It's not like that. It's not like Phase 1, Phase 2 clone troopers or stormtroopers or the TKs or CTs or the new TKs stormtroopers that's in the First Order. It's not like that. These are like couple of minutes. So you either love the armor or love this or hate it, basically, because they don't really do much for you to love them. Now, this is a Patrol Trooper, more so like the, I'm not too sure, we'll read about them, but not too sure about what their job is, but I'm feeling like they look like police officers of the galaxy. They look like the police 911 dudes, and they're just like everyday dudes under that helmet, and they're like, dude, just don't make my life hard, just please, like, can you put your hands behind your back kind of a guy? Because they're only armed with a scout pistol, which is kind of like a Glock for a police officer, I would say. It's the go-to sidearm for any scout or officer out there. Just like I need to grab something real quick, it's my Glock, it's my scout pistol. So he has more like less armoring on his legs and armor, and he's always in a like halt position. So that's my guess. Now for $220, the price tag kind of scared me a bit. Yeah, why are you complaining about prices? It's Hot Toys, dude. Yeah, it is. $220. What we're getting with him, and we'll go over what he's coming with later. What we're getting with him isn't what this was at $204. The Shore Trooper, remember, $204 plus shipping. $204 is pretty much practically the same exact layout as a patrol officer. Yes, the paint color and a little bit here and there, but we have the same exact layout as a patrol officer. Now, the Shore Trooper is $204, and the amount of accessories that comes with the patrol officer is just about damn equal to what this guy comes with. Now, this guy also came with an Imperial-themed base, that little plastic piece. And it came with a little double-sided backdrop, which was pretty cool with the pre-order, which practically everybody got. And it it came with this card too, but hell, who cares? It went for 204. I cannot pick up on the Patrol Trooper. If you want an Iron Man, I mean, you can enter for that giveaway. Mark 6 scale. No, not interested. And this guy, he can't. Let's go to what he comes with first. I usually go through this at the end, but for the sake of comparison, this guy comes with what I'm assuming is a carded base, and then same old plaque, same hands. You get a little itty bitty pistol, which is 1/4 of the size of that guy's blaster, Shore Troopers, and you get a stick. Now I'm pretty sure this extra baton is not $15 more. I'm pretty certain it is not. Cloth pants, Shore Trooper had. Armored shins, Shore Trooper had. Boots, the Shore Trooper had. And the armor up top, Shore Trooper had almost what looks to be almost the same exact design. He has less padding, less armor on his bicep. Almost the same exact armor on the back. Pretty much almost the same exact armor. As you can see, the styling on his chest, and then look towards this. I don't believe it is, but he has more of a rubbery looking texture for his arms. That cannot be $14 more worth of figure. We should attack Hot Toys for this. Keep the prices low, and we will keep buying the crap out of these things. You keep raising it. One day we're going to see these damn things at $500, and I don't want to see that crap. I just don't want to pay super prices for these things one day. I mean, $200 was even game. Like, that was good. That was great. That's perfect figure. This is one of the most perfect figures Hot Toys has ever released to me. The Shore Trooper was such a damn hit and run. The design was flawless. Just everything they did on this figure for me was a win. You just cannot go wrong with this Shore Trooper. Nothing. The price, everything was perfect. Sold out. It's just given right there. It's sold out. Like, you cannot find this. This guy like goes on eBay for like over $300 brand new. This guy, he's for some reason at $220. I don't know. But releasing July 2019, September 2019, about the same time as the Mud Trooper, and I'm pretty sure Han Solo is typical uniform. $220. I don't think so. So let's see. The Imperial has expanded its newly introduced Patrol Trooper, special urban equivalent of Scout Troopers. So Scout Troopers, but in the city, kind of like police, you would say, wearing partial armor for greater mobility. And we do see them ride a speeder. Enlarged helmet incorporates enhanced imaging sensors and communications gear. So that explains a little bit about the blast shield. Kind of crowded city. Gotcha. That makes sense. That kind of makes sense too. The design makes it more reasonable as to why it's like that. It's pretty cool. So as you can see, that's all what he comes with, and additional crap. Pause it wherever you want. Pause it wherever you want to see all of that. And then now let's go into the pictures to see all his promotional shots. Now, like I said, he's reminiscent of a Hover Tank Trooper and a Shore Trooper, kind of a mix. And the helmet is a definite given. It's a Stormtrooper. And they tried to add a little bit of Death Trooper in it. So this is like Rogue One, but like this. And then this Patrol Trooper came out. It's like a combination of everything. I love the white line, the touches like that they add. It does good to the trooper's look. But we're judging the toy here, and that $220 price going up from $204 really disappoints me. It really changes the factor on how we should buy this figure or pass this figure. It really has a big role to me. And if you're saying I'm being too much of a bitch about it, get off my channel. And and he's always stopping things for some reason. I don't know what he does in the film. He comes with a little cool holster though for his little scout pistol. It's a cute little thing right there. Just like, I bet that's just rubberized textured holster. What I love about these no cloth pants is that you get no hinderage in the articulation. So putting him on his knees and doing other stuff like that will be awesome. I do worry for that. He's got a little bit of rubberized faux leather or rubber going on in his arms. So I'm not a fan of that. Like the Force Awakens stormtroopers with extensive flex and time, it will crack and the seams will actually break open. I've had that happen to my Boba Fett Sarlacc pit. It's a rubberized Sarlacc and his little tentacles, and after a while I had him in a pretty extreme position. At that time, that was my second Hot Toy, so I didn't know. And then upon trying to straighten it out and putting in another pose, it cracked. It actually cracked right at the seam of the design on the Sarlacc tentacle, and it cracked right there, and it was a huge disappointment. But it's not too disappointing for me because I'm not going to sell them, so no loss in value, just a loss at heart. But that's one thing I have against these rubberized materials. A way to help longevity-wise is to use Vaseline, petroleum jelly. You guys know about that petroleum jelly, don't you? But you can use that, and I heard it helps out with the rubber. It helps moisturize and keep that rubber fresh. Now, it is risky putting that type of stuff on your figures, but if you're knowing how to do it very little and very nicely and do it not in heaps and chunks like you put it on your hot dog, you just slap that. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry. But you do that and it should... Oh, look at this. By the way, you can tell by the way I walk, I'm a woman's man from time to time. I just have that song playing in my head every time I see this. And maybe he's listening to Bee Gees. You know, that upgraded helmet. The mouth part changed. I wish it would have came down like a traditional Stormtrooper, but they went with the more of a square-esque type of look, which kind of throws off the look of the helmet. I don't know. For me, it does, because I don't know if my nostalgia of muscle memory is coming back and saying, hey, it's a Stormtrooper, then it has this weird mouth to it. I think they would have done a really refined, nice, thin-line mouth. It would have looked a lot better, and somehow incorporated and then made that design rounded, and then, like, not too round, but, like, come off round and then sharp down. It would have looked a wee bit nicer, but they kind of went with the... It looks off to me. It looks weird. But what's going on in the helmet here, I love the two-tone color. I love the Death Trooper pipes down running, these greeblies going on right here. I love all that. I am not too much of a fan of the blast shield or more extra room for telecommunications or whatever it is, sensors. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, and I don't know yet. Oh, you can almost like cockeye your eye and blur it out, and like, you know how you make your eyes go blurry, and you can see a Stormtrooper with this. I put that dot right there in the middle, so like you can see like he could be a Stormtrooper. I think the eyes should have been separate like a regular Stormtrooper. What do you think, guys? I think that too. Like, it should have been separate. And that mouthpiece as a traditional Stormtrooper. Now, he does have Death Trooper shoulder pads, and this is a one-of-a-kind forearm piece right here, and then a regular Stormtrooper padding with First Order-looking gloves. So I don't know what the buck wild hell is going on with this trooper, but damn, it's mixed. It's a mutt. I would say this is the muddiest figure. Get it? Because the other guy's a mud trooper. But this is the muddiest figure I've seen. I don't know where his crotch piece is coming from, but this baton, I don't know if in the movie if it goes and it goes and it extends into a longer stick like a police baton does, but more pictures, not much to see here. The weathering is pretty basic and simple on this guy. Nothing too much. It's just a pretty basic weathering, like I said, in a city, I guess. I would understand this guy being completely white, like clean white, because being in the city, you kind of go home, take a break, clean off your helmet and stuff like that, just like police officers clean their uniforms. You don't see them walking around with mud on their boots and like their guns and stuff. They clean their guns too. They do. I would have expected this guy to be clean, but I don't know. And I just realized something. I think that's Scout Trooper under shirt. They're going for like a Scout Trooper undershirt. That's why it's kind of rubbery, I guess. I don't know, but okay, more and more and more, more and more and more. Just different angles of the trooper. It's not that bad. I mean, as you can see, I think they would have finished it off like a regular stormtrooper. This guy would have hit that nostalgia and made a lot more better marketing for them. But Disney doesn't know how to get money. I guess it's weird because in a business you want money, and Disney just does the damn right opposite of what they should be doing. And it's easy as that. Listen to the damn fans and get money. Really, like, listen to us, you get money. We're that stupid, but they're just as stupid because of pride and prejudice. Depending however way you want to take prejudice. More shots of the trooper. Now, here back to the part of what he comes with. Looks like he comes with a little road carded there and a different plaque. I couldn't tell what the plaque was at first. But then I saw a closer-up image of it. It displayed a secret base at Hot Toys. And it's the Millennium Falcon, but missing the front part. So I haven't seen the movie, but I'm guessing sometime during the movie that front little part shoots off. Because I've seen a bunch of toys that go... And quite frankly, I think that's what happens. So, what do we think about this guy? Buy or pass? Pass or buy? What? This is a very hard decision because most of my collection is troopers. Probably 90% of my collection is troopers. I love troopers. I just love foot soldiers. I love everything that Star Wars has created armor-wise. I even have First Order Stormtroopers. Although the First Order Stormtroopers, Last Jedi, they are at the very bottom of my list. I have no bother in me if I sell one because I have Finn as a Stormtrooper, and that's my go-to Stormtrooper. I don't need any more First Order ones than that. Like Imperial Stormtroopers, Empire, yes, I can have a bunch more, and this falls under Empire. So I'm a completionist. I'm an OCD. I'm a collector. It's so hard not to get this figure because of that reason. Because I'm a collector. Because I'm a completionist. Just like all you other completionists out there. You have to get that solo. You have to get that. Try to not be that weak into falling into that trap. You know, it's more of a mental game. You have to think like how business thinks. Because I'm in business. So you have to think how a business thinks. Marketing. That's how they fool you. That's how they get to you. They shove it in your face and tell you it's good, but is it? Look for yourself. Is this worth it? Why did they go up from 204 to 220? Why is it up? Why is this more expensive? Why is it not coming with something else? Maybe it didn't have anything in the movie. Why didn't it come with a deluxe? Why didn't it come with or whatever? Do I love this design? Just look at it. I know I can't say I don't know. Because it's a buy or pass. There's no in-betweens. I don't like the in-betweens because I hate comparison videos and then all of a sudden at the end of it they're like, do what you want to do. I don't know. It's your choice, your life. No, because you're watching me because you trust my opinion. If you hate my opinion, then middle finger to you, read between the lines, get out of my face in my place. This guy... Right now, honestly, I'm thinking about it. Like, because I've been thinking about it all day since I saw the post Hot Toys has done on the Instagram page. And at first, I was immediately saying buy it. But because of the price, $220. Why did they raise it $15? That's stopping me. I would say pass. For me, I would say pass if you're on the budget-wise collector, if you're a budget collector and you really can't afford every single damn figure they come out with, skip this one. The Mud Trooper is a way better figure. The Mud Trooper is a way better, just wild creation that they really went wild with instead of messing with our minds and just totally having sex with the entire Rogue One squadron and putting it in one figure. So the Mud Trooper, go for that. If you're a budget guy and you, girl, or because of this crazy diversity, you have to say guy, girl. It's crazy. But if you're that type, buy the Mud Trooper and be happy with that one so far. The Patrol Trooper, on the other hand, is a bit weird. You see, the Mud Trooper comes with a sculpt, and I think a little bit more, if I can remember, for $235, right? This one's $220. So what are you paying so much for in this guy? No sculpt, basic base, just a baton and a Pee-wee pistol. Pew pew. I would say pass if you're someone who's on the conservative side and needs to save money and budget-wising, and your wife probably hates you because you're still collecting toys as a man. But if you're a completionist and you have the money, you just have the money. You have the money. It's no big deal. Money isn't a factor. Buy this figure. It's on that level of interesting for me. He's basically a police officer in Star Wars. That's something like, it'll be cool to have in your showcase and say, hey, you know, your friends come over and say, who's this guy? I've never seen this guy in Star Wars before. And you're like, hey, that's basically 911, dude. Look at his Glock. Look at his armor. Look at him. He's cool. And you have him in a running pose and he's all badass because he's chasing down criminals and stuff like that. It'll be cool. So, if you can afford Hot Toys, buy this. If you're more on the conservative side, skip this. Because this isn't something special. I don't believe this is something that, to me, the design isn't too special, isn't crazy. It's a nice design. I'm not going to kill the hate on it, but it's not that special. It's nice, but not that special. Like the Mud Trooper, loved it. I loved it because I love World Wars and the history and how everything was. It was just such a phenomenal thing that happened in history and shaped the world as it is today. It really shaped the world. And that's why I'm so crazy about the World Wars and how it done us today. But the Mud Trooper is just flawless. It's just amazing figure. And it comes with Han Solo's head sculpt. So if you wanted a figure from Han Solo and you wanted a Han Solo figure, that's a 2-in-1. That's a 2-in-1 for $235. And then you have just a 1, doesn't come with much, for $220. I really don't know where they're getting the price jack up from. Yeah, there's costs and stuff going up in Japan. There's you have to make it and send it to China, send designs and places things go up. But it wasn't that long ago either, you know. So don't give me that and don't give me this. So I would go for Mud Trooper. It's a pass. If you can really afford it, it's a buy. That's my take on Easy Company Gaming. I said gaming. Easy Company Collectibles. Hope you enjoyed this. Follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of posts. I do a lot of customs. And I even repaint your Hot Toys. I repaint your Sideshow. I repaint your Bandai. I repaint your SH Figure Arts. I repaint your Hasbro. And all that stuff. So, if you want me to do anything for you, give me a shout out. I can help you. Hope you enjoy what you saw here. And if you want to return, I do these videos a ton. I hate on Star Wars. Well, Disney. And I show you what you love. Where we figure it out.